Instagram and TikTok. Welcome in, y'all. How are you? Okay. Peace and love, y'all. Welcome in. College studies graduated said, I can't wait to meet you. Okay. Peace, Graffiti. Crystal. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Peace, Keisha J. Hey, hey. How you been? How the vibe? Where you stay? How has the vibe been for y'all today? How has the energy been for y'all today? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. College studies graduated say, yes, do you do meetups? I do not do meetups. I do not. Peace, babe. Peace, Simona, Josh. I am feeling well, Keisha. Thank you. College studies said, really, really hood. DJ Khaled, I'm so hood. Head ass. Okay, brown skin said, vibing. Okay, so the vibes were vibing for you. Even though that could mean different things, right? What's the vibe, though, right? What's the vibe? Peace, Apex. Hey, thank you for coming in with the likes. I send it back times a million. We're going to be getting started in just a second. I just want to give us like 1 minute or two, maybe a few for our lovelies to come through. But it's an honor to share this space with you. Y'all be sure to share this live. Y'all go ahead and get y'all tea, because y'all know we gonna vibe. Second line by design said, peace. It's raining here in Louisiana. The vibe has been crazy good. Ashe, as it should, as it would. Peace, Mystique. All right, so let's go ahead and flow. Well, let me take a sip real quick before we go. The bars just rolled off my tongue, you know? Welcome into the Crystaline Mars show. I am your co-host, Mrs. Zuble Jones. I am the lady with the stones, the come heres, and the leave us alone. And I'm a spiritual guide to assist you in this life in any way that I can. If you would like some spiritual guidance, you need a helping hand, Brother Lagos and myself are here to assist you. We offer a plethora of spiritual services on the website, CrystallineMars.com. Thank you all for sharing this space with us right now in this present moment. Even if you're catching a replay, we do invite you live here with us nightly. We go live with the exceptions of Wednesdays and Saturn days. Thank you all for your bookings. Thank you all for the orders that y'all have been placing, the engagement, the Cash Apps, Super Chats, Apple Pays, all of those things. We send them back your ways times a million. Also, head over to the website, CrystallineMars.com, for all of your spiritual jewelry, your spiritual tools. As I posted earlier, we did add charcoal discs to the website. So to those of you who love burning Palo Santo, you love smudging your space with sage, or you want to get into it, right? You want to begin to burn loose herbs, resins, especially to those of us who do energy work. And even if you don't do energy work, the energy is always working, and it's a daily that we cleanse, or over here around this way anyway. And I like to use different things, like I said, resins. Frank and Myrrh has been my favorite lately. I found this very high quality vendor where I never smelled Frank and Myrrh resins like this. Like, this is top tier, like literally. And so we added the charcoal discs up there for you all to add to your orders, so you don't have to keep lighting your sage or lighting your Palo Santo every 2 seconds. So I did add that. I did also add a beautiful carnelian necklace. I am not able to show y'all right now at this moment because the one that I did create has sold. It is available on the website though, so I just have to create another. It's super gorgeous. I wish I could show y'all, but again, I'm gonna probably just go ahead and create another one because I know it's gonna fly off the shelves again. but it's super, 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 super gorgeous. Gosh, Graffiti, you will know what I'm talking about, but it's like, though, it's like the carnelian necklace is like, it's not as large as this. It's smaller stones, but it's this style, like with the stone in the middle, and it has little links. This is what it looks like. It's just not, it's not nearly as big as this. But yes, it's this style, and it has a carnelian pendant in the center, and it's super freaking gorgeous. And I also added some earrings on the website, CrystalineMars.com. So y'all head over there and check out what I'm talking about and claim your piece today. So those are the newest additions to the site as of late. But again, thank y'all in advance for the support. Thank you, Mystique, babe. Peace. Mystic said, exactly, I'm a newbie. Welcome in. Graffiti said, I did an initiation meditation last night after the live. Wow, Ashe, how was that for you? Crystal said, I burn it every day before I get my day started and during the day as well. Ashe. I would like to bring some cleansing spray to the table. I'll probably be doing that sometime before the year end. But I definitely would like to bring some cleansing spray to the table, because obviously some of us are not able to burn, right? We may be in sharing space with a certain person, or you might be on the go and you don't have space to, light your Palo Santo. So y'all stay tuned for that. Let me know if you would be interested first, though. Graffiti said, cleanse regularly. More you do it, the less you need to. Well, I don't know about the less you need to, Graffiti. I get where you was trying to go, but I don't know about that one. Ashe. So let's go ahead and get into the message of the night, the message of the day. Hey. So the message of the day is to starve fear and lean into faith. Starve fear and lean into faith. Tonight, your spirit is reminding you to lean into faith. You've made it through so much already. What you're facing now is not here to defeat you. It is here to deepen your trust. When you let go of the needing to know how, you make room for miracles to move through. Last night, y'all, I finally, it is happening to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. I finally finished the daily energy for our YouTube channel for the remainder of the year. I was 9 days divine, right? It was my intentions to have the daily energy done by June 1st. I finished it last night, June 9th. I went all the way through January 4th. I have it recorded, have my thumbnails. I have them scheduled on YouTube, so I am done. The next project I have is to do, I'm not doing the transits like I have been doing. Y'all know I've been playing with the transits. We're going to get back to the message of the night because this kind of goes with that. But y'all know how I was doing the transits. I still got some in queue for the month of June because I already recorded those, Ace Boom Coon. But I ain't doing that. That's too much, bitch. That's too much, right? So I will be continuing to post our brief full moon and new moon videos on Instagram and TikTok. And I will be doing the full-blown videos on YouTube. But I'm not doing the transits or whatever. So now, it's always something to do, right? So now that I finished the daily energy, now I have to prep the moon energy 2 times a month for the next 6 months. But I knocked that out, man. I did 6 months of daily energy. What's 6 times 30? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So that's like 180 days. That's like 180 days of daily energy. 180 videos. I did 180 videos in 30 days, bro. Minimum. Cause I just gotta talk my shit. Y'all just hold space for me real quick, bitch. Cause y'all know I'm as humble as humble pie. But I gotta talk my shit real quick. Cause that ain't talking about the content that I've been posting, the rituals that I've been doing, the services that I've been doing, the jewelry that I've been brewing. So I've literally made over 200 videos. Easy. In the past 30 D's. And so last night, back to the message. Hold on, let me hit the dang. Last night I got to January 1st. I recorded the energy. And it was interesting because I was tapping into the literal energy of January 1st, 2026. And everything was everything. Then, like this calendar, the book that I use, the journal that I use for my astrology and things, it goes through January 4th. So when I got to January 4th, I got so overwhelmed. I got so overwhelmed with emotion because I was like, I was closing it up on YouTube, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not going to be recording, like y'all are going to be getting the videos every day, but I'm not going to be recording for the next 6 months when it comes to daily energy. And the lovely, she drops her calendars like October. So the earliest I can start, if I do start, is October, November of this year. And it was all hitting me at once on January 4th's daily energy. And while I was recording, and I was like, I guess I'll see y'all tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going to be. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do the daily energy as we flow through 2026. I don't know what I'll look like. I don't know what this is going to be. And I got so full because it really felt like a death. It felt like an ending. And I was like, and in this present moment, I don't know what January 5th will look like. You know what I mean? I don't know what January 4th will look like, but as far as our YouTube channel, you know, I've been posting every day with the daily energy. So I got really full because it felt like I was closing up. And I was like, I don't know. But I was like, but the funny thing about it, when this time does come, when we do get to January 4th, I'm going to know. It's already written. I just have to get there. I have to let it play out. I have to let it unfold. I have to allow for myself to evolve and see where we go. Because I don't know if I'm going to continue, like I said. And so that may be a message for you as well. You may be trying to figure out the hows and the how long am I going to be here? How long am I going to do that? Graffiti said, we going to know how to read daily energies by that point? No, for surely. And speaking of initiation, y'all already know, like when we, especially to those of you who have been sharing this space since day one, we are on episode 455. I was not here on episode 1. You know, episode 1, Brother Lagos was writing everything. I was reading, I was literally verbatim copying what he was saying word by word. Like he was like, the daily energy for today. I'm like, the daily energy for today is it's a 7 universal day. It's a 7 universal day. Y'all know how I be doing the affirmations, how I be like, I am now aligned. I am now aligned. That was me, you know, 454 episodes ago. So it's been a journey. And so I'm like, I wonder if the daily energy and how I bring it is also a journey in itself, an initiation for me, because by me doing this every day, it really helped me with understanding numerology better. It helped me with articulating and just connecting the dots between astrology and numerology and the physicality and the spirituality. And so some of y'all may be in this space where you're like, am I going to be able to sustain this? Or, you know, there could be so many shifts that are happening. And you're like, what's next? Or how are things going to come together? And again, just like I was ahead of time, a lot of us are ahead of time, and it's going to make sense when we get there. So the best thing that we can do is work with these full moons, work with these new moons, work with the energy day in and day out, so we can shed skin, so we can move out of the way, so we can walk in alignment, in power, in our authentic self, our in purpose in 2026. Okay, so I encourage y'all to really lean into this energy, lean into your faith. And if your faith is being tested, it is so your faith can be strengthened at this time. If you feel like you're being tested, it is so you can strengthen your faith. And whatever God it is that you praise, whatever deities or goddesses that you connect with. But we making some shit shake. That's why I asked, how was the energy for y'all today? Because my day was well, but it was resistant as hell. My day was well, but it was resistant as hell. And I'm not going to get into details, but Brother Lagaz gave me a project last night that I need to do. And this morning, I rose at 5 a.m. I rose at 5 a.m. and I started doing that or whatever. And based off of the numerology today, it's in alignment with what I had to do, what I'm preparing for. And so much resistance. I locked myself out the house. Well, I didn't lock myself out the house. I went to go drop a package off to the mailbox for an order. And I left my keys. We have a battery powered door. I just changed the batteries last week, so it was a fresh batteries. But by the time I came back to the house, I had some rice running on the stove. Normally I don't do that, but right before I had left the house, my spirit was like, I was like, I don't know if it was my spirit, but I was just like, I'm gonna go ahead and start this rice so that I could be cooking, so I could just go ahead and flow. So I'm walking to the mailbox and the energy just felt wonky. I felt super dirty earlier. I was like, oh, gross. I had to take a shower. So after I took the shower, I immediately went outside to go take the order. So this was all like around the same time. And so I'm walking to the mailbox and it's this pigeon looking bird. I don't see pigeon looking birds around this way anyway. And I was like, monitoring spirit energy is just all that I got. I was just like, what the fuck kind of bird is this and why is it here on the gate, like as I'm walking by? So I started saying my prayer as I was saying when I was in the shower, because I just felt the need to really like protect and shield my energy. And so when I got back to the house, bitch, why the door didn't open? The door didn't open. The batteries, it's like it just died. And I was like, fuck, rice is on the pot. And I'm like, fuck, what am I going to do? Lagos was gone. But I was cool. I was like, look at you. I was cool, and because I was like, at the end of the day, I can't do nothing but call the guys, tell him to come, or call the police or whatever. But the guy said he was on his way. So at that point, all I had to do was just be still and chill. And so I did that. And it was so much resistance around that. Like I said, when I finally got in the house, when the guys finally got home, the rice was burnt. The water did finally boil out, but we caught it before it got bad. And when I went to go change the door batteries, it was working now. And I'm like, that's some glitchy ass shit. That has never happened in the 4 years of us having this doorknob. And so I'm like, yeah, the energy is really just trying to create resistance because I'm over here making shit shake. And I'm pretty much, long story short, I'm creating prayers. I have like 20 prayers in queue that I've been working on to prepare for my labor and delivery. So that may be in alignment with the energy that we needed to be in. And I was very specific in these prayers, very adamant about these prayers, and the energy, whatever it is, definitely wanted to come through today on this Mars day to bring some interference, but I still persevered. We still making shit shake. And so y'all may be going through that too, where, you may be really pushing or doing your best and just little things are happening. And again, it's just resistance for us to push through. It's resistance for us to push through. So let's lean into our faith as the Sagittarius full moon is here. It's giving us an opportunity to see what we need to do, what we need to set up to protect ourselves, what we need to release, how we can invite the duality of things. Because I was like, ooh, after the door stuff happened, I was thinking of like, okay, what do I need to set up in case something like this happens again? Like spare keys, and what am I going to do with that? And like, I was thinking of all these other things. And I just also expressed my gratitude for Lagos because, if it wasn't for Lagos having, being able to come through, I would have been fried, And so it's important that not only do we allow grief to come through, to persevere, but to also express our gratitude for even the little hiccups that we have, because it's just showing us like where we need to set up certain things and how we need to tune more into our body. Sagittarius is very, very attractive energy. Sagittarius is also very attractive energy. And I was wondering, like, even I'm feeling a little mucusy, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why did I feel so dirty today? Like, I cleansed, But what I got from that today was I need to do better with my 2-a-days. I don't do 2 showers a day every day like I used to, or 2 baths a day. I don't bathe twice a day like I used to faithfully. And that's something that I need to do. So that may be something that you feel called to do, right? I'm just sharing what I'm getting with y'all, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't, right? But you may feel called to cleanse, to smudge, daily. You may be called to pray daily, to have some kind of ritual set up, right? Record your prayers, whatever these things are that you may need to do more consistently, because you're attracting darkness and you're attracting lightness, as we are still in this Gemini energy, this Sagittarius full moon. Sagittarius is very expansive, and so we are expanding. We're calling in opportunities, calling in love, peace, prosperity, opportunities, travel, money, whatever, right? And so it's important that we not just think best case scenario and lean into the optimism of Sagittarius, but also consider the shadows, right? Y'all know I like to remind us, we still got to lock our doors. No more locked doors. Gracias. The energy's pissed the fuck off because you're locking down, because you're standing up, because you're speaking up, right? So it's important that we see the duality still as things are being illuminated. One sec. And I intentionally disconnected my phone from the Wi-Fi so we wouldn't have poor connection issues, and it's still glitching. Like, the energy is really pissed off. Like, but it's okay, because we're going to push through. We're going to push through either way. So that's the message of the night. I encourage us to share this declaration, which is, I am supported by forces greater than I can see. I am supported by forces greater than I can see. I am supported by forces greater than I can see. So y'all leave that down below in the comments and continue to grow with Brother Lagos and me, myself. I just want to rhyme, you already know. So that's what we have. And also it was interesting too, because when I was doing my prayers, like I have 20 prayers and I'm working with 20 deities, or maybe 18 to 19 deities for this for my birth, right? And I just need everybody to be on the same page, right? So I have a specific order where I'm going to have my playlist. Like, it's going to start with Ilegwa, right, the door opener, and then I got between Orisha and the Egyptian gods. And so I'm pretty much going to lead with all the Orisha, and then we're going to transition into the Egyptian gods. But I have a specific order of who goes where, and I was like leaning into my intuition when it came to that too. And when I got to the Egyptian gods, I got some resistance around Sekhmet's energy. Today is Tuesday, which is that warrior energy. Sekhmet is connected to Tuesday, and the battle came up when it was time for me to choose who I was going to put first between Bast, which is Sekhmet's sister. I had Bast, Hathor, and Sekhmet. And I fucks with Sekhmet. I'm heavily connected to that Sekhmet energy, being that I have a lot of Leo, and I am a Leo sun. Bast is as well, but I really resonate with Sekhmet. And so I like to put Sekhmet first, but I was like, I was a little resistant there. I was like, I'm feeling like I need to put Bast first. And I like sat with that, and then I just like saw and heard Sekhmet throwing a fucking fit. Sekhmet was throwing a fucking fit because she wasn't first. I had Ra first, they daddy. And then when it came to them two, it got catty. Bast won't tripping, but Sekhmet was. And so I was like, I ain't paying no mind. I just did what I did. I put Bast first, and then I did my incantation for Sekhmet. And so then right before I went live, I saw Sekhmet. I had Sekhmet frequencies playing, and it was all glitchy all over the fucking place. The music kept pausing, and I'm like, what the fuck going on? And I just saw Sekhmet distracted. Sekhmet is very aggressive. She's like the destroyer. She loves war. She loves battle. She has pros too, right? She's good for healing, helping you stand in your power and speak your truth and protection. But she's also more of like the impulsive, younger minded energy out of her sisters. And I had to pause, and I had to go to that space and check her, like, get your shit together. And that may be a message for the collective, and not just get your shit together, but I had to tell her, like, I need you to focus. I need you to focus, Setmat, you know? And so being that happened right before the live, right? Because in my personal life, I'm not, like, at least I'm not consciously aware of, I don't dwell in vengeance. I don't have like a broken heart. I'm not feeling bitter about different things. I'm not praying on nobody's downfall. Like, I'm in a really good space, or a neutral space anyway. So I'm like, this isn't, I won't say it's not my shit, but this isn't something that I need to really be telling myself. I was like, maybe this is something that the collective needs to hear, right? There could be, with this full moon in Sagittarius energy that we are currently in, because the full moon does peak on Wednesday. Actually at 3:44 a.m. Eastern time, 12:44 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So in just a few hours, this moon energy is going to be peaking in the sign of Sagittarius. So there could have been some things, you know, that you're harboring, that you have been suppressing, some shadows with the Gemini energy that is coming to the surface now. That's coming to the surface now, and you may be feeling some kind of way, or maybe somebody else may be feeling some kind of way, right? Because it may not be you. It may not be you. And that's what I was picking up from that segment energy too, because it wasn't just like she was fucking off. It was like she was fighting, but she was fighting shit that didn't even matter. It was like, I need you to stand your post. Like, you're moving off of your post. You're abandoning your station to go chase the mouse, segment. Like, no, I need you to fortify yourself, right? So you may definitely need to set up do a protection prayer or do a banishing ritual. This is the perfect time to do those kind of things, working with the full moon, but it is a reminder to not get distracted. It is a reminder to not get distracted. It is a reminder to release whatever burdens these are that are surfacing, because those are the very things that are going to block your blessings. Those are the very things that are blocking you and keeping you out of alignment. So I don't know who need to hear that. I don't know how that resonates with you, but whatever is coming to the surface, this is a time to let that bitch burn. With this Sagittarius fire energy, fire element is going to be our best friend. So burning letters, candles, right? Cutting clears, working with your orange and yellows, and even your red candles. Full moons, moon, water, cleansing, right? So this is really a good time to purge, so we can submerge ourselves in our blessings, in our glory, in our victory, in purpose, and emerge our aspects of ourselves. But you got to manage and put them in their proper place. Okay, so what do you see? What do you feel? What do you hear? What do you know? What is this Sagittarius energy calling for you to reflect on so you can grow? Ashe, yo. So let's go ahead and get into the daily energy, y'all. Peace to all of you who have been joining us. Peace, Ray Bay. Graffiti said, I remember being drilled and battled, hardened by her for days straight. Took every bit of mental fortitude I had to keep up my guard. I had the biggest headache of my life that entire stretch of training. Ashe. Peace, Shine. All right. So I'll be covering the daily energy for June 11th. Peace, Earth Angel. Yeah, that was you, right? Yeah, peace, babe. You done switched the name up or added some extra shit. So June 11th, right? This 11 is King energy. This 11 is leadership energy. So we definitely want to direct it. But for the most part, though, I did pick up positive vibes for the collective. Speaking of managing energy, tomorrow is an 8 universal day. June 11th is an 8 universal day, and that's Capricorn energy. And Capricorn is great when it comes to managing. When it comes to standing on business, taking care of business, being responsible, holding yourself and others accountable as well. So this is definitely a day that we want to do that, being that it is Wednesday, representing that hump day, that Elegua door opener, door closing day. This would be the day that you want to close some doors. There could be certain things that you're doing that's inviting certain energy. I don't know what the fuck going on, but I keep getting on YouTube. I don't know if I'll get spam for it, so I'm gonna spell it out. PORN. I keep getting PORN ads, and they keep talking about PORN. So I don't know if somebody is looking at that stuff or have some addictions around sex or whatever. Even when it comes to marijuana, these are portals, y'all. You do what you want when you pop it. And I'm not here to tell you to stop smoking. I'm not here to tell you to stop joking. I'm not here to tell you to stop doing anything. I am just merely here to show you the reflection of, hey, if you're gonna do it, make sure you know what comes with it. Make sure you know what comes with it. Make sure that you protect yourself. Make sure you cleanse yourself. Make sure you're ready for what comes through the door, because you got it open. That's all I'm saying. So if you don't want certain things to come in, this is a time where we definitely want to close some doors, okay? Where you're going to have to hold yourself accountable, like I said, with this 8 energy, like, self, come on now. You know you feel low when you do this. It may, make you feel hot in the moment, but as soon as you come down, you crashing. You crashing, you burnt out, you tired, you blacked out, you can't remember shit, or now your vibe is low, or now you done invited some energy that you just cleared out. You know what I mean? But anyway, for the most part, I did pick up positive vibes for us to connect with. I did pick up peace and gratitude as well. So that's the attitude that we want to adopt. A lot of us will feel accomplished if you do, take care of your business today. You may find yourself waking up early. Like I told y'all today, I rose at 5:30. I took a nap around 10, but I woke up at 5. So some of y'all may feel led to rise early to journal or to do something, to maybe meditate, stretch. I don't know what that's gonna look like for you, but I did pick up on waking up early and this anxious energy, and I heard so anxious. Meet me at 11:30. 11:30 could be significant. 11:30 does add up to the number 5. 11:30 does add up to the number 5, and that is connected to that expansion energy. I do have a throat chakra clearing appointment at 11:30 for a client. So there could be some kind of communication that comes through at 11:30 a.m. p.m. Some of you may see that angel number. Your receipt or something may say 11:30, something like that. But you may feel this anxiety around something like close, or you may just feel like you need to hurry up and do something. All right. So, but your intuition is going to be very clear and speaking to you loudly. So just tap in. So the colors for the day are yellow, red, and gold. So y'all go ahead and leave your yellow, red, and gold hearts down below. And we're now going to move into Tarot Tea Time, you and me time. Damn, it's 9:09. About that motherfucking time, bitch. So if y'all would like a live reading tonight, you can send your love offerings in. I will conduct those first come, first serve. All right, $15 minimum for a 6-card pull. Anything more, I will exchange energy based off of the amount you sent. $10 for 1 yes or no, $20 for 3 yes or no's. So if you definitely feel like you want a little sprinkle, it could be a past life, a present life, a future self reading, shadow self reading, birthday reading, ancestral reading, love reading, career, general, what to expect, week ahead. Whatever you need, I'm here. So the doors are open. I will be closing them in 10 minutes. So we're going to get into the collective reading, though. So I want y'all to take what resonates and leave what does not. We've been on a roll. Graffiti said, bro, why I just hear Sekhmet call me back for sparring? Can Graffiti come outside and play head ass? Masterpiece said, for the meditation, do you have visual effects, or can it simply mean stillness? I'm trying to understand. For meditation, do you have to have visual effects, or can it simply mean stillness? So there are multiple perspectives. I guess you could even say multiple definitions, if you want to say that, for meditation. It really just depends on your intentions. I think both are beneficial. Okay, it's not a right or wrong way. Going into meditation and just sitting in stillness holds power, because that allows for us to, or being in a meditative space, right? Because you don't have to close your eyes. And for some of us in the beginning phases, we have to do that. We have to close our eyes, and because now we got the distractions, and that allows for us to focus and really hear maybe our thoughts or hear the divine. our higher self. But you can do that. That can be a great, what's the word? That could be a great way to, gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I got you, Jasmine. What's the word? It is right there. That is a great way to become aware. I can't think of the word right now. I'm still trying to think of it. Fuck, it's there. It's right there. So being in stillness is powerful because it allows for you to hear. It allows for you to hear yourself. It allows for you to receive. But having visual effects, it just has a different effect, right? It has a different kind of power where you can intentionally create. You can intentionally expand. You can intentionally destroy. You can intentionally seek, right? You can do a lot of things versus just sitting here in stillness. So I think it's important to balance both. Have a balance between both. Sometimes just allow yourself to breathe and just feel and to receive and to process, right? And then there are other times, often, that it's powerful and useful and very beneficial for us to pray, for us to go seek, for us to be in that meditative space intentionally. So they both have their power, they both have their purpose and their time. It doesn't have to be one way or the other though. All right, y'all. So let me take a sip real quick. So, what we gonna start with? I want to start with the Nodisha card. Ashe Graffiti. All right, give me one. Thank you. We got Oshun here. We have Oshun. She is the goddess of fertility, of healing, of expansion. She is heavily, heavily connected to this Sagittarius moon. Oshun. So some of y'all may feel called to go to the river. Some of y'all may be resonating with the colors yellow lately. Sunflower, bumblebees may have been showing up in your area as well. Yellow roses may have been calling you. Some of y'all have been craving some sweetness in your life. Really, you may have been craving more like candies, honeys, coconuts, melons, fruits, oranges. But Oshun's coming through to assist us collectively when it comes to, like I said, doing the necessary healing so we can align with that abundance. To align with that abundance. This will be a great time to book your Sweet Life Manifesto rituals, and I can conduct it like in a clearing kind of manner to align you with your sweet life desires and intentions. CrystalineMars.com. But Oshun, so Oshun's going to be talking right now anyway. Ashe, what you got? Yeah, we have the sweetener here. We have the sweetener. So some of you may want to create like a sweetener jar. A sweetener jar. There could be something coming full circle that's very sweet for you with this full moon. Yeah, maybe like a sweet treat coming in very soon. That Friday the 13th keeps showing up. I keep looking at it. That is Oshun's day on that Friday. Remember that 11:30 that I picked up? That's 5, Oshun's energy. What we got here? We got the full moon peaks at 3:44 a.m. Eastern time. That's, oh, never mind. That's 11. Okay, but that's vision. And what's that? That's 8, 10, 11. So that's 11:11. So we have 11:11 energy because it's 3:44 a.m. Eastern Time, 12:44 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11:11. Okay. Okay, guess good one. Zoom out, Sagittarius, and see the bigger picture. Life is not happening to you, but for you. You are the missing piece. Rise above the third dimension. There are higher perspectives to see. If this ain't Sagittarius energy, zoom out and see the bigger picture. So yes, it's that deep. Everything, nothing is a coinkydink. And there's not only one message or one meaning to everything either. So you may definitely just feel led to start like picking things apart. Things that happen, even the most subtle things. Like, okay, what is that about? Like, normally, like Brother Lagos, he normally has like a different kind of relationship with birds. Normally when birds come to me, sometimes I pick up on monitoring spirits, but most times I pick them up as like divine messengers. But today, the energy just been different. And I'm like, it's been foreign birds. Like, foreign birds, not exotic birds, but just foreign birds that I don't normally see that's been like on our, that's been on like our fence. And I'm hearing chirps that I never heard before. And I'm like, what kind of fucking birds are these? Like, but it's giving a different kind of vibe. It's giving a different kind of vibe. So it really got me asking questions that I didn't used to necessarily entertain before. So with this Sagittarius full moon, you may definitely feel called to delve a little deeper or ask questions. It could not even be around spirituality. It probably is. But Sagittarius is a truth seeker. So this is a message from Oshun for you to seek the truth that lies within you. What lies are you telling yourself that your higher self is exposing? It could be, you know, you trying to be naive or just trying to be positive. It's like, hey, but look at this negative, this polarity exists. So let's see what big picture energy this is. We have 1 more minute for love offerings. If you do want a love offering, this is your last opportunity to send your love offerings in. What's up with this? Peace, Midnight. Yeah, now I'm feeling like little flutters in my heart. We have the World and we have the Ace of Swords. So this is some kind of clarity, some kind of breakthrough, full cycle, something making sense. This is a culmination of something that you've been on a journey of maybe even trying to understand your purpose in the world. Or maybe there was something that you were closing up that you were working on. And you're about to be starting some kind of new endeavor or new studies or something like that. Some of you are going to be reading like ancient texts or like learning about different stories or reading books or something like that. I'm getting like a lot of mental stimulation here. I'm getting a lot of mental stimulation here, but breakthrough and clarity coming as a result. This is so beautiful. I do encourage you to push through because I'm thinking about the fact that now I done cleared out a lot of like things that I have to do. I have space to now do some other things. Like I have space to now just read and not have to think about, oh, I got to do this. I got to, you know. So there could be some things where you feel really pressured to do. And it's like, oh my gosh, it feels like a lot. But it is to lighten your load for later. Ooh, we have the High Priestess. This is Scorpio, inner knowing, your intuition speaking to you as well. So there could be a lot of divine messages coming through, like just from all sorts of ways, from billboards to conversations that you're overhearing, eavesdropping type energy, maybe songs, or like somebody's intuition is turning up a notch. Somebody's intuition is turning up a notch, and there's going to be a lot of confirmation if you hadn't received already. Some of you felt led to do something and you couldn't make complete sense of it. It could have been like ghost somebody or leave something or cut some kind of cord or burn some kind of candle or make this left or stay here a little while or leave now, whatever. And you may not have been able to make sense, but something's about to come full circle if it hadn't already. I do feel some abrupt energy here though. Something does feel abrupt coming in very soon for collective. We have foreclosure. I told you something gotta go. Something has to go here. There could be significance about a shelter or relocating homes. Eviction. Eviction was in reverse. So whatever energy this was, it is stubborn. It doesn't want to go. We got the foreclosure followed by eviction. Something is outdated. Something or somebody's version of you, a belief system, something is outdated and it does not want to go. Remember I told y'all the day was resistant as fuck? My day was cool. I was chill. My vibe was cool. My vibe was chill. I was productive. But it was so much resistance. Like, bitch, what is this? Right? Some energy is like, no. I'm hearing please don't go by tank. We have expectations. The world expectations. The world expectations. So you don't have to show up as who the world expects you to be, but you are being called to show up as who the world needs you to be. We have the world and we have expectations. So you may feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, and it could have everything to do with your higher self. It could have everything to do with your life path. It could have everything to do with your soul's urge, your soul's desires. You may have a lot that you got to carry. So this is a time to ask for the strength. Like I told y'all, I got fucking 19 deities. So we could be on the same page. And I think it's at least 19. It's 18 or 19. So we could be on the same page when it comes to this birth now. Because I'm like, I could try to do it all by myself. But I know that it's power in numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what my game plan is. What I need to happen. And let's make some shit shake. So this is the time for you to gather your troops. This is the time for you to have those conversations with your ancestors and be very specific. Be very fucking clear. On my prayer, I made it very clear. I was like, this is not a request. This is not a request. This is a sacred commandment. Ashe? Ashe? And I'm going to put all my energy in it too. We got the 9 of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the 9 of Swords. High Priestess, the 9 of Swords. Somebody could have been having a lot of dark thoughts or negative thoughts about the outcome of something. Maybe it's suffering from dreams or psychic attacks. Like I said, this is a time to conduct your leave me the fuck alone rituals. CrystalineMars.com. Burn your black candles. Your banishing. Your cease and desist. Leave me the fuck alone. But 9 of Swords and the High Priestess. So this is some kind of worry here. This is some kind of worry, anxiety, depression. Like I talked about for tomorrow, I picked up on this anxiety energy. And you may not be able to see all of it. Or you may be able to see all of it. And that may be the overwhelming part. You're like, whoa, bitch, hold on. That got my name on it. With your name on it. God's got a blessing. Hold on, that's my name. All that stuff under it. Hold on. Sheesh. Give me one more. We got blackout, foreclosure and blackout. So, yeah, I'm here. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm going to find you. So with this blackout energy, following the foreclosure, whatever, remember I said, I was picking up on that. It don't want to go. Whatever this is, it definitely may be trying to overtake you. I'm getting like crash out kind of energy. You could be frustrated or angered, or somebody could be trying to trigger you. Somebody or something could be trying to trigger you like, hey, take this bait, or hey, let me in, right? And it's giving like the sinners. Don't let them the fuck in. I don't know if y'all saw Sinners, but that was definitely a reminder that Only what we allowed to come in comes in. Those spirits could not come in if they were not invited in. So, but even with this blackout, whatever this is, it's about to go the fuck down. This blackout is giving like Oya energy as well. I'm seeing California. Somebody could be on the West Coast or something like that. Somebody could be making a real big move soon, from like the east to the west, from the low to the best, from the worst to the best. Got to clean up the mess though. So that's what I got. What we got at the bottom of the deck? We have wedding. So like I said, it is important that we cleanse, that we purge, so we can emerge, right? Embrace, come together as one again. We're really being called to come together as a collective for sure, man. But it starts with us. I clicked on TikTok because I wasn't on TikTok. I clicked on TikTok for a post, and it was this young lady up there, and she was pretty much bragging about how she don't have friends. And she was just like, I ain't emotionally connected. I ain't emotionally attached to nobody. I be by myself. Whenever y'all see me, I'm by myself. If you ever catch me on the streets, I'm by myself. Like, I don't care. Like, people come, people go. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, and that's the best way. I be at peace. And the lovelies were in the comments like, it's safer there. And some lovelies was like, what did she say? It gets depressing sometimes though, you know. And so I was looking at the duality in the message. I'm like, there is a way where we can have a loving detachment where we're not emotionally attached to it in this way where it's like we are dependent on it. But I think it's important, and we come back to this every so often, that we really evaluate our relationships and our complacency that we've found with being so separated, you know? But then we say, you know, we want to come together, or we complain about why people can't come together, but we are a part of the problem. So this is a time for us to really clear out the resistance within ourselves, the inconsistencies within ourselves, become aware of those things, and be more intentional with harmonizing ourselves, knowing that that will affect our relationships, that will affect the vibration of the planet as a whole. We did not incarnate to experience this life alone. Why do you think partners exist? Why do you think there is a duality of feminine and a masculine? We need each other. So that may be something that you might want to think about too with this wedding energy. Sagittarius do not like to be tied down. I don't care if you're a Sag. This Sag moon is influencing all of us. Sag is like, you ain't gonna tie me down. Why you on the road? New Boy's head ass, Ray J. And you know, because Sagittarius they really value their freedom. They value their freedom. And so some of you may be single. You may have been single for a while. And you're like, I love it here. It's okay. And again, I ain't here to tell you to do anything or to not do anything, to get in a relationship, to get out of a relationship. But I'm just here to give you things to think about. To give you things to think about. Have you just lied to yourself and now you believe your own lies? Or have you gotten so comfortable with being by yourself that now you can't even coexist with people? You don't even know what it's like to build a relationship or have a relationship or go through trials and tribulations with a person anymore. The lovely say, yeah, it's safer. But why do you feel it threatened? Why do you feel threatened in love? You know? So this is an invitation for you to really open the book of you and read line by line. Okay? So our declaration that we're going to close out with tonight is... What's our declaration? I choose faith over fear, even when I can't see the way. So y'all leave this down below. I choose faith over fear, even when I can't see the way. This is a confirmation and just showing us how that tarot energy was in alignment, how we had the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is very intuitive energy, and out came the Nine of Swords, which is anxiety. Like, hold the fuck up. Like, the math ain't mathing. I feel it, but I ain't making sense. Hold on. I need to see more, right? So we closing out with, I choose faith over fear, even when I can't see the way. I choose faith over fear, even when I can't see the way. I choose faith over fear, even when I can't see the way. So I'm about to go ahead. We do have one lovely in queue, and then I got Brother Lagaz. I'm gonna send him a text. Jasmine, you want a general, babe? Jasmine, you said you sent in a love offering for some tea. What kind of tea would you like? You want some chamomile? You want some lemon balm to uplift your spirit? You need some little lavender to quiet the mind, to bring in this peace? What you need? What you need, honey? I do for you. I don't do the Chinese accent well. I do for you, honey. I could say honey. I can't say nothing else though. Okay, so what we got? Let me go ahead and text him. He should be joining today. I said a strong yes yesterday, and I just knew he was coming. Psych your mind, make it booty shine. Let me sing. Ready, Asali. Andale, mama, oh. Did y'all watch the BET Awards? I did not watch it. I never watched it. I haven't watched the BET Awards in like 10 years, bitch. No, it's been about 8, 10. But I did see the little clips on social media, and it was definitely a vibe. I was in the shower bopping last night to A-Marie and Bow Wow and Bullin'. It was pretty lit. I really enjoyed that scene, or that segment. I didn't see anything else. But did y'all see the segment that I'm talking about at least? You said yes, general, something to lift my spirits. So you need a little lemon balm. Okay. You need a little lemon balm for the calm. Okay, this ain't it. Like, yeah, and then fortitude is not it. What does Jasmine need right now? What can Jasmine benefit from most? Okay. All right. What happened to the music? Please don't stop the music. I'm thinking about how Rihanna, I know Rihanna came in on her music tip and then she completely got out the game, right? So there could be something that you're being called, that something to kind of get you in, maybe to like get clientele coming, or to get your foot in the door or something like that. And then you're not meant to stay there though. He said, hey, it's Ray Bay. Oh, hey, Ray Bay. Ray Bay on TikTok. Okay. Jasmine. We have pressure, Jasmine. So you're under a lot of pressure right now. You're under a lot of pressure right now. Gosh, and it's like, okay, I feel you, Jasmine. Jasmine's like, I want to move so bad. I want to move from this spot, but I can't right now. That's what I'm feeling. You're like, I can't right now. So how the fuck can I not lose my sanity? We have natural beauty here. Aww. Okay. So I do see a identity shift happening. How have you been doing, babe? Shouldn't I be talking to you soon? I think our time is coming up, Jasmine. You think you slick. When is our appointment, Jasmine? But pressure and natural beauty, it's like your natural beauty, or whatever energy this is that you're radiating in, you are applying pressure. But I wanted to know how your natural thing has been going. Have you, done anything different? We have make it better. Show them something that they've never seen. So yeah, your biggest test is to literally show up to the people around you as this version of you that they have never seen. That they have never seen. And it's a test of times. But let me see. We have pause in reverse. So that's not slow down. Hold on. Wait. We got love loss in reverse. Okay. Your ancestors are coming through like It feels like a push gift that I'm getting, Jasmine. I don't know if you've ever heard of the concept of a push gift, but it's really like what the rich people be doing. Why I do my little eyes? What the rich people be doing. But where when the mother gives birth, most times than not, it's the father of the child, or like or will give them like a gift. It'll be like a car. It'll be some kind of big ass gift, Miss Luxury. And it was, you know, because she pushed, right? So I do feel like there is a lot of pressure being put on you, but your ancestors are coming through like they're gonna make it better. They're coming through with this pause in reverse and the love lost in reverse as a reminder, like they love you dearly and they thank you. They thank you for persevering and not giving up. They thank you for, your ancestors are coming through to thank you for opening your mind up. It's because it's interesting because you're like, you're sticking to some traditions, some roots. Traditions are very, very useful. And I think it's just important that we evolve them, right? We don't just confine ourselves to what was taught, but to hold on to that essence and that beauty and to just create more beauty out of it, right? To not completely neglect it and, you know, what's the word? Dismiss it. And it's something that you're holding on to that maybe was instilled in you, but you're also like giving yourself permission to branch off, to do what your soul is calling for you to do and expand and things like that. And your ancestors are like, thank you for that. Thank you for that, for not losing your faith in God, I'm hearing. You may be at a point where you are now where you're trying to understand, like, what is God? Who is God? What is, you know, religion, spirituality? I do feel like you are open to it, but you're trying to, you definitely have a lot of questions when it comes to that. But you're giving yourself permission to explore that with the Sagittarius full moon. And so I'm just getting that your ancestors are definitely going to pay you back tenfold because a lot of what you're doing is on their behalf as well. Jasmine said, I have been changing my makeup routine with this natural beauty to highlight my features instead of hiding my features. Got my African black soap too. I literally thought of you today, Jasmine, with that soap. And I was like, I wonder if Jasmine got that soap or did she let the past keep her away? I love to hear that. Do you have a moisturizer? Did you get like some shea butter or some kind of moisturizer to follow up with? So, okay, what else we got? Okay, we're done here. They want to pull from the ancestral deck. Is Brother Lagash joining? Or did he say skip? He didn't respond. Oh, he did say, he said skip. Okay, so we're closing out. I do have time. I'll allow a few more readings. If anybody did want any readings tonight, you can send your love offering in. If not, I'm gonna close out with Jasmine. Sean said, ooh, I feel her on that. Ashe. Or was that from last night? No, that was from today. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that was from today. Okay. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. Graffiti said, Dublé, you coming to the celebration? If you invited me, yes, I will. I sure will, Dublé. I meant Dublé. I sure will, Graffiti. Dang, what car was that I picked up? I guess that wasn't the one. Okay. We have Victorious, the Monarch here. Victorious, the Monarch. So there is also a message for you, especially with this full moon energy, with the Sagittarius, for you to definitely visualize your dream reality. You want to definitely lean into this daydreaming energy where you're really obsessing with something. Don't get too specific, Miss Taurus. Don't get too fixated on it, but you could get general when it comes to like the energy that you want to be in. We have the High Priestess. Wow, you have very powerful intuitive energy. You have the 7 card and a 2. That's Pisces and Cancer, which are 2 of the most intuitive energies. So you may begin to hear voices, or your ancestors may be coming to you. We got the Unknown. There's something significant for you tomorrow, Jasmine. There's something significant for you tomorrow. We have Fertile Ground. Yeah. Okay, Jasmine. Wow, you got 444 here. You got 444 and you have the Star. I told you there's something on the horizon here. So Spirit definitely wants you to move into this attitude of gratitude, Jasmine. Count it all joy. Count it all joy. It's giving like your last few days in jail. Okay? There could just be some kind of release that just happens to where certain things just aren't bothering you anymore. I do feel this lightness here. All right? So, and we have blessings, miracles coming through for you as well. Dreams come true. You aligning, the stars aligning for you. So that's what I got for you, babe. Jasmine said, I got a tub of shea butter and looking into drinking more herbs. Look at you. I shea, y'all. Did y'all have any questions? I'll give us a minute or two for y'all to ask any questions. It could be around anything. If not, we'll just close up for tonight. Thank y'all for sharing this space again. It was definitely a vibe. Don't forget to head over to the website, CrystalineMars.com. And again, this will be a great time to book your jar rituals, to book your personal candle rituals, your guided meditations, all of those good things. Marty said, love your energy, Ashe. Thank you kindly. I gotta get that birth chart for tomorrow. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. Well, I think well, the guys, how the guys be closing out. I think we got to everybody tonight. Well, I couldn't talk right. I'm like, got to everybody tonight. You said put on the dancing shoes. No, today you said we finna turn up. Y'all know, like lately I've been channeling that get up off of that thing, and so today I actually cut it on the James Brown song, get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. And I was like, this song really make you want to get up off of that thing, bitch. So y'all go ahead and get up off of that thing. And thank y'all again for sharing this space, for tapping in, and I'll see y'all. We're going to be off tomorrow. So we will reconvene on the 12th. Wow, so we have that 3 energy, Sagittarius energy on Thursday, with the 3 and the Thursday 3 and the Sagittarius. Ashe. So again, yeah, we'll reconvene here on Thursday night. So I look forward to connecting with y'all very soon. In the meantime, y'all live on purpose, rise on purpose, speak on purpose, think on purpose, and y'all cleanse. And be honest, no longer pretend. Ashe. Ashe ends. Some honey. Excuse me. Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all later. Peace and love to you, Ashe. Get up off of that thing. And dance, you feel better.